They're helping people with the bounce back from the costs of the educational loss of learning during the pandemic. So £1,500 per pupil.
This funding will do no more than restore per pupil spending in our schools back to 2010 levels. Don't just take my word for it.
Will restore per pupil funding to 2010 levels in real terms.
That's not a cause for celebration, it's a national embarrassment.
Another £3 billion for educational catch-up.
It's just a fraction of the £15 billion the government's own education czar said was needed. That's why he resigned.
And higher wages.
Is anyone still falling for this?
And the upshot is that come 2026, that's the end of this kind of projection period, you're still talking about real wages being the same, maybe even a tiny bit lower than they were in 2008.
That was terrific to begin your tax-cutting agenda.
You've just hiked taxes to their highest level in 70 years.
It does, and with that growth, we're cutting the cost of living for families up and down the country.
Is this a joke? Energy bills, food prices, fuel prices, inflation all rising. You've just hiked taxes to their highest level in 70 years whilst implementing the biggest overnight cut to the basic rate of social security since World War II. And if all that's not bad enough,
voters may not get much feel-good factor. High inflation, rising taxes, poor growth, still undermined more by Brexit than by the pandemic, will see real living standards barely rising and for many falling over the next year.
40 new hospitals.
Just another scam. The government has ordered NHS trusts to start describing building work on existing sites as new hospitals. It's like building a shed in your back garden and calling it a new house.
50,000 more nurses.
Johnson himself has admitted this is bollocks.
One thing in your manifesto is a promise to deliver 50,000 more nurses.
Yes.
How many of those will actually be new?
Yes, 31,000. 20,000 more police.
Even Larry the Cat knows there won't be 20,000 more police officers until you replace the 21,000 cut since 2010.